certified in the game, been stamped. Been having motion with the same camp. Can't no nigga say I ever told. But young and reasonable doubt, shout out to Jigga. For you having motion, that's when the hate come. Niggas down on their ass when they run come. This is not my first run, this my third run.
We meet these guys and we just hit it off with them. So nobody else wants to talk. Not everybody wants to talk to them. So David Dominic writes this book, right? So see all those yellow tabs? There's 8 of them. Every one represents where he mentioned me. I know. And he mentions me in a good light. So I said, he's positioning me to be interesting.
Right.
Because there was one scene in the book where he says, we're over at Wagner's, we're discussing this murder, and hey, this homicide happened, and Little John's outside on the sidewalk in a ghost suit talking on his phone. And maybe I was. Maybe, because they asked me, they said, you have a ghost suit? I said, no, but I'll go buy one. But I do have some clothes that look like when the sun hits it, it's gold.
Yeah.
Like a linen and silk light tan jacket will look gold when the sun hits it. So he didn't have to do that. So when my shrink calls me up and says, you are famous and you are in this book this guy wrote. Because in my shrink group that I had with this woman, one of the guys that was there was the Pappy Van Winkle fabric. He's in my shrink group. It was when I was going to the group. So what happened was things occurred in this book and documented, like a bunch of Pappy Van Winkle got stolen. Remember that happened?
Yeah.
Actually, Eddie Buck with a bottle of that. And I sold it to some people in Jefferson, Indiana. Went to some political, everybody wanted to say they had.
Yeah, they wanted the story.
Yeah. They wanted, I got that. Yeah. So I ended up at a bar and I ended up eating some money on that one, but he never mentions that in the book, but I thought, because I didn't normally buy it. I didn't know I stole it. I don't buy stolen liquor or anything. We did stuff the right way. So their family won't talk to the guy either. So what happened was we got all their attention.
Right.
So for the last 3 years they've been filming this. For this documentary they're doing first for the book. After they do the documentaries for season long, then they're going to make a movie. Because they pay, I don't know if you noticed, but if you do a documentary you get 3% of the budget. Same with the movie. So if they spent $3 million to make a movie, the writer gets 3%, which would be.
That would be
$3 million.
3%. That would be 30,000.
Not much. But still, it's something. So if they spent $3 million on a movie, but that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make a movie. So in the meantime, they're not interested in us, and they want to make a reality show. So.
So what's the name of this? What's the reality show that you saw?
They just called the John and Melissa show. They could change 10 times. They said.
Okay.
That's what they said. They just said John and Melissa 10.
And do they have like an estimated time frame of when they want to start recording and shooting and things like
We're going to
that?
start within the next 7 months. We signed the contract. Me and Missy signed this contract 2 months ago.
Okay.
Because now Netflix contacted us. Some people from Netflix came out a couple times and I said, we're already with us for the Warner company. Follow through or whatever they got. We're new to this, but we're excited about where we're seated. So, I'll be asking a lot of questions from people like you guys that are in the mix. I don't really consider myself to be in the mix. I'm 58 years old. I'm up on all of this. I'm not going to pretend to be all that stuff. I'm not. But I'm up on making money in what I do. So I have to have some type of understanding. So I have to get used to stuff like this. So it's exciting to me.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the story?
Oh, yeah.
This is a cool story, all right? Okay, look. So on the signing contract, we had this meeting, and that looks like a bunch of nothing because it's a transcript of a recording, right? It's a transcript of a recording on a phone with one of the directors, Jeremy from World of Wonder. So he says to go find someone famous. In there. He says, find someone that's up and coming and famous, getting ready to shoot him. And he says, make him something so we could film it as part of this reality show. That's what they want to do, a reality show. So I go home, I live in Shepherdsville, and there's these 4 women across the street. They're our neighbors, and one of them takes care of her mom, and she lives in the neighborhood. And it's Rita at the courthouse in Shepherdsville. And she knows everybody because she was at the courthouse yesterday, approved things. And Shepherdsville's a small town, it's like Louisville, a small town. So here's these women there, they're real smart, and they're accomplished women. And I gave them a couple of those copies, and I told them what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to find some. I said, "Leave, look it over. I need help." You know, they want us to do some stuff. So 2 days later, we're eating chili across the street because it's across the street where they are, and they're keeping out of our stuff now. Great neighbors. Some of them are retired. So we're eating chili. She goes, "You know," and this happened. Right after I signed the contract, I had that done right away. So 2 months ago. Rita says I happen to know the drummer of Jelly Roll, Cody Ash. I watched him grow up. And, so I asked her to try and get to him. And then 2 days later, so she texted, I guess, Dad or something. And said, "Yeah, they're going to try and put something in there if you want to know." So then I was telling my daughter about it, and she says, 2 days later, she says, "We come over with the grandkids to go swimming," and I said, I told her what happened with the neighbors across the street. This Jelly Roll. It was pretty big now. And I said, my daughter says, "Well, you know that girl Paige you took to Vegas with Johnny, and you took Paige to Las Vegas, and we showed her a great time with another couple. And she got the full Vegas experience with the food and all that. She's the spiritual Paige Beyond on Facebook. Paige Beyond is a spiritual advisor to Buddy."
I think I heard of it.
I said, "You gotta be kidding that." I said, "So Rita's over there, get the Cody Ash to the, his family and stuff, because she wants him to grow up." And so I said, "You know what?" I said, "This is how it works." I said, once things started to snowball, I said, we're all crossing our fingers. I get to the store and tell everybody about what Rita said to Cody Ash, and they were just going bananas. Because I didn't realize how big Joey was. I just didn't go, maybe, so, I'm going to pretend. She flat out asked me, "Do you know who he is?" I said, "No. I've heard of him." But I didn't know. And this is a guy, he's like, "Isn't he on top of the world now?"
Yeah, he's one of the biggest DJ artists in the world.
Yeah. So
yeah, he used to be enormous.
Yeah. It's a sweet success story. I mean, it's like, if somebody says like anything's possible, there's no excuses for nobody. We've had a black president. Jelly's a superstar.
Right.
I mean, if I make a mistake, I gotta look in the mirror.
Right.
Can't holler at my son. Can't holler down there from India, who's finishes his master's in 1 year. This guy finishes a 2-year master in 1 year. It's gonna take time. So I said, "That's how things work." And I said, "Well, we have to go to a concert now, right? Because we got things moving. Because Paige Beyond is gonna try and, because like what we heard so far is that everybody wants a piece of them. That's what I've heard. But we got some wheels we got something in the motion. And then so one of the guys here, the guys who run it, Jamie and Jackie, know a guy that works there, and said, "I'm gonna get you the friends and family." Because I said, "I want a suite. I would like to have a suite. I want to Jelly. I want to take everybody. I want to take Rita, and I want to take employees and stuff." So Robbie Valentine finds out, the king of the Young Center, and he makes sure I get a good deal of suite. And Robbie's I never asked Robbie to do anything for me, but he got involved with this, and that was kind of Robbie Valentine. It was pretty sweet. It was an affordable deal. I was able to take 15 people and a stage on the suite. So we can see, so if you're standing in the audience, we're on the left side. And we're looking, boom, right there, there's Paige and there's Bunny hanging out there the whole night half the time. Yeah, it's freaking cool, man. Cody Ash is there in his Louisville, jersey. He's smiling out. I'm from here, you know. And then an hour later, Cody Ash's dad comes up there to say hi to Rita, and I got to meet him. You know, and we talked a little bit, but she basically right now they're on the road. Everybody wants a piece of them. It's just finished. Somebody in Louisville is gonna blow up, and until they blow up, we really don't know when they blow up. Dude. Is that true? Because it happens like lightning. It appears like that. Is that?
Well, I don't think it's just lightning. It's just
All of a sudden, it's like
you got so much stuff going on in the world. Like somebody could be
okay,
signing a deal and doing all these things, but they're not publicizing it until they really get over that hump, and then they publicize it, be like, oh, they just gave me $1 million, or whatever the case might be. Hey, I'm straight now, you know, things like that. That's how I usually do. Just like with rappers that blew up from here, like Jack Harlow or ESTG, like, you know, they've been putting in work for a minute. People knew who they was, like in the city or outside, like cities like Detroit or Nashville, because they did shows, local shows and stuff. But until he signed with Yo Gotti or CMG, until Jack Harlow ran into DJ Drama, and that's when everybody knew, all right, yeah, like he's blown up. And just like with your situation, like, you know, you got the Netflix, and then you got you said this was Warner Bros, right?
it's actually like World of Wonder Productions.
So
That's who we signed the contract with. World of Wonder.
so they have a big platform, so it's like, you know, it's only a matter of time.
To make something for someone that's gonna be famous or is famous, and they want to film it. So I'm not gonna hold my breath on jelly because it could take months before they get off the road. They're on tour. They're busy. But there'd be someone
Are we talking about music artists, or are we just talking about just public figures in general? I do music, and I got songs with a lot of famous people. That's something I do outside of this podcast.
Okay, well, then you want me to give you a direct line to Jeremy.
But it is people in Louisville. That's all.
Just think about what I said today, because I'm like I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm like a baby in the woods. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how this stuff works with show business and all.
Oh, yeah.
I sell diamonds. I sell gold.
Right.
I take credit. I take cash. You know what I'm saying? As far as this Hollywood stuff and signing contracts and stuff.
Right.
I just need all the advice and help I can get from the right people.
So they just want you to like film somebody's everyday
Something
life.
cool. No, he wants to film something, us making something for someone.
Oh, okay.
We can make something for like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I'm gonna end up doing Bonnie and Jug. We're gonna do Bonnie and Jug at some point.
Yeah.
But I want other irons in the fire. If there's somebody else up and coming, and you said, like you said, I mean, there's a reason you're sitting here. I asked my man here, I said, who's, and he said, you look like you ordered Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I trust what he says.
Well, how long you know they know him as
Never know. This seems okay.
Yeah.
You can just tell, can't you?
What? No, I'm talking about Corey. The one that plugged us together. How long you been on him?
How do you know?
I don't know if you looked at some of my previous episodes or not. Yeah, but, you know, I just tell you my whole catalog, all the people I interviewed that's famous. So, I interviewed Shawty Lowe Jr., the famous rapper Shawty Lowe's son. The Rez Deshaun, he's a platinum selling artist. I interviewed Hippie Kid. I know he's one of the famous pimps.
It's 33.
Hippie Kid, he's one of the biggest pimps ever. Cash Doll, she's a platinum selling rapper from Detroit. Bubba Dub, he's one of the biggest comedians on the internet right now. I interviewed him. I interviewed the real Rick Ross.
I know that is. Because he's an 80s guy.
Yeah, I interviewed him. Like, me and him actually got a personal relationship. Like, he followed me on Instagram.
So it's okay not to know these people, right? Because
No, it's like, yeah, because
Okay.
it's different eras, you know.
I'm 15 years old.
Yeah, because some of these people was like in their 20s and 30s.
Yeah, how would I know, right? So you have to, you're gonna not naturally forget my ignorance. But I don't know. Because I am 58. I went to my 40th high school reunion 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, on actors, athletes, big time authors. I know I'm missing a lot of names off the top of my head. Free Man Test, E-Blue, what else I'm missing?
You know what? If we can get them to film you first, I'll make you something. This might be. This will get something for Jelly's people to see. Pique his interest. So I can get a one-on-one with their crew. I don't mind going through these intermediaries, but I'm not used to that. I want to go directly to them with a yes or no, so I can move on. But I'm planning on getting a yes because I've been making them up, but I can't refuse. So this will be fun.
Right.
We'll probably do something together.
Yeah.
We'll probably end up talking to Jeremy, the director, the executive director. I'll get you all this stuff. Basically, gonna want to talk to you on the phone, and then get her permission. You can run some of the stuff we talked about by her. I'm pretty sure she'll want to get the ball rolling with Jeremy, with you. We're waiting for Jelly and company and Bunny. Maybe we'll have a relationship and make it worthy of filming. It sound kind of cool. I mean,
But yeah, like I can, I'll show you my Instagram, man. I got plenty of pictures with famous people. I got over 20,000 followers. So,
that's cool.
plenty of people I interviewed that got huge millions of followers. Even with the music, you know, I got songs that I ain't even released yet with like a lot of
This is cool.
big time people.
Because at any moment, when you're given a certain period of time, at some point you'll be the guy that everyone wants to get into the podcast. You have to go to the interview and get your video. You won't answer your phone, right? You can't answer your phone every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Could he?
I mean, even now, you know, when I go out, he can tell you, like, even
It's just like that, right?
Like even when I go out, like,
You know you're
people know who I am. Like,
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Like they say, hey, that's Derek J, you know, that's the podcast dude. You know, like everybody knows, seen, you know, one of my biggest interviews did over 50,000 on YouTube, you know, so that's kind of including Spotify and other platforms.
I saw that, right? I didn't know how to log in. You just log in and start by Apple, whatever, and I've done this on Monday. Now look at serious stuff. I couldn't log in, I couldn't ask my wife, she's sleeping, so I have to get up on this stuff, right?
Yeah, everything on social media now. But yeah, man, so
Exciting things. Exciting things in Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville, like I always said, ever since I came here, I moved up here 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I always said, because I used to be in the military, I retired from the military 4 years ago.
Thanks for your service.
Oh, no problem.
You're not a Louisvillian. You're not a Louisvillian.
No, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
Alabama.
But thing is, I always said Louisville had the potential to be like a Houston or Atlanta, because you got just as much talent that these places got. It's just a lot of street politics that prevent people from like working with people
We
and
need some proteins
things
here.
like that.
We need proteins in Louisville.
Yeah, I was debating that the other day.
Everybody said that for decades. I'm telling you, there's more money in prospect. There's such prospect in the river runs out. If they're living off one of it, somebody else can make it. I'll show you something weird. During the Civil War, a lot of mercantile was exchanged. Actually explains what that stuff in this book.
I was just going on just how they support, you know, the college team. You know, the college team, a lot of people don't go to the games, you know. So
I don't know much about sports, but I do know it's not the same system. I mean, that would be offensive to some people, but what I do know, I just do know that it's still not the same.
saying like how many episodes that they want to do, how many seasons.
Well, when I Google it, it's like 6, 8, 12. I think the number's 6, 8, 12. Years ago, So 50 years ago, they came, 44 Blue Productions came here to pitch this. But they made us do filming and work, and we never met them. And the stuff got lost. And I said, you know what? They went away, but maybe they'll come back in 10 or 15 years and somebody else came. So this happened 15 years ago. And they did some other show in Kentucky. I would like to be a show business. I want to be a show business. I want to be a one-hit wonder, and then no opportunities. Just to be a one-hit wonder, just to have that to say. And I've got 4 grandchildren now, but in 10 years, at the ages my grandchildren are at, the 4 of them, in 10 years, if not sooner, I'm poised to be great-grandchildren. Right. But that'd be nice to say that. I wonder, like that, it's just to have something in your belt, I was captain on my beta team. Well, I was a one-hit wonder. That's my son. Really cool. Cool. I know, right? Huh? And we look good together. Look how big he is now. Look like him. What do you think? People think people will see this while this interview?
Yeah, absolutely.
All your interviewees are different, aren't they? They're all...
Yeah. Well, I try to. My whole thing is like I don't like structured interviews. Like I like to try to keep it like we have it. Like we talking at a Kit Kat. Like we just chopping it up, playing cards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, is there any more details you want people to know about the details of the show and contract, things like that?
No, it's too early. We just did. They got 7 months now to actually start filming some stuff. But I know we were for real because we filmed for 3 years on this book. And they're just doing a documentary before they actually do the movie.
Right.
Because if the documentary got received well, they will not waste money on the movie. They expect it to do really well. Because it was a similar story, it was written in Georgia. They blew up a certain part of Georgia. Midnight in the Garden of Eden. Mm-hmm. They say all those places they mentioned in that book that turned into a movie that Kevin Spacey started, they all got all this, every word they mentioned in that book, people went to see. So I expect this place to be a tourist attraction at some point. Right by the airport.
It's crazy you bring up tourist attractions.
That's what's nice.
I acted in my first movie last year for the first time. And I was talking to the movie director. And he was telling me that they shot a lot of movies in Louisville last year. And they was telling me that Louisville is becoming more of an attraction to shoot movies just because, people are getting tired of shooting them in the normal locations like LA, like out Miami, and stuff like that. So they say,
the streets, the hotel names.
Right.
You stood in it, right? In Miami, you see the colors, you're right.
So he was like, the people don't came to Louisville, and they see there's actually a lot of history here and a lot of landmarks that you can put in movies and TV shows and that will resonate with people on the screen.
$1 million in Louisville filming. You spend $1 million in Louisville filming. For every million you spend, you get $300,000 back. It's a fortune. That's what happened at Atlanta, they said in 71 or 72. Under Carter, allowed that to happen. And that's why Atlanta blew off so much. Okay. They got 20%. Okay. I think it's 20%. Now, it's 30% for sure. So, this is what I heard this from. Juan Hustle stopped here in the dead of COVID, right in the middle of COVID, right? 2.5, 3 years ago. And Juan Hustle stopped by, and we're talking on the sidewalk, so we have to wear masks. I said, I'm smoking, he tells me all that's what's happening. He says, right now, in LaGrange and Prospect, there's a bunch of those nondescript numbered little suites. Those production companies, execs, have suites there. So they're preparing to run business out of Louisville, communications and stuff like that. Small offices to begin with. So they're planning on blowing Louisville up 30%. So just imagine if a bunch of Hollywood studios spent $100 million hiring here, that's $30 million back. It's like a fortune.
Yeah.
Once you get here, I mean, Kentucky labor is not a lot of money. The hourly compared to LA, Miami, what's it gonna cost to make you get through the door in Miami or LA versus Kentucky? 5 hour minimum for $120, something like that. Something else. 1 month to be an extra. But I guess it's a start. And then when Hustle says, he says there's a woman here and she's an artist and she makes beats and just show up there, even if they have nothing to do there, just be there to mix. She shows up and they needed some music and she's there.
And her music.
Yeah, and then her music ended up being on BET Awards.
That's crazy.
Later on. Because she just showed up and...
But you know what I tell people all the time, like, you know, you can't look at money all the time. You gotta look at opportunity. Because it's easy to
relationship and opportunity.
Yeah, because I always say relationships more valuable than money.
It is.
Because I always say, you know, just with that opportunity that I did, I was in a movie called Dance for Me as a security guard. I used to do security for rappers. So I was special operations military, so I had a certain skill set. So certain rappers was having me move around with them when they come to the city and stuff. So I was Lori's bodyguard, a couple other famous people's bodyguard for a little while. But people don't understand is it's like, you know, you can look at, oh, I'm only getting $120. But you gotta think about who's gonna be the main person in this movie. So in the movie that I was in, Jeremy Meeks was the main character. This dude was the dude that played Prison Break. Light skinned guy. And they had a guy that was in Tyler Perry movies as the other main actor too, this black dude named Gavin Houston. So both of these guys were in like real famous movies, TV shows that broke the internet, worked with Tyler Perry and all that stuff. So you're around these people and you're just able to talk to them. Ain't no security around, so they give you game. Opportunity you just got. And pretty sure, you know, once this opportunity started rolling, then there's more opportunities to follow out. But that's usually how it goes. You know, once you get with something, put you on a big platform, and everybody start reaching out at that point. So, might lead to some sponsorship deals. People want you to, you know, promote their stuff and things like that. So, that's usually how I go.
Yesterday, after I asked people, everybody knew who you were.
Wow.
From 3 o'clock, from that afternoon on after I left, 6 o'clock, I would ask people, I'm doing a podcast with Eric and Barry, you know who it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah. Usually when I like to go to the bar on my off downtime on the weekends, they usually, you know, shout me out on the mic and stuff, you know, walk in and some shit.
Jay Green's? You go to Jay Green's?
No, I like going to Atomic on Bardstown Road. It's this bar called Atomic.
What do they do there besides drink?
It's just a regular club environment. You know, they play cornhole outside, got beer coming on. Just socializing.
You ever go to Jay Green's?
I ain't never heard of it.
It's a club with the singing stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's got like a new Orleans type of feel. Not mine. I think so. I'm probably right.
And, I appreciate you coming on the show. You know, anytime you want to come on, you know, I'll just do interviews. You know, I like talking about real stuff too, like whether that be, you know, I really started a podcast because of mental health. You know, just because when I was in the military, and I went through deep depression, losing friends.
ADHD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I take years I've taken iPads or Adderall. I took that stuff for almost 12 years, maybe 15 years. And the last 2 years I started using CBD. And I found out that using cannabis, I don't have to use methamphetamine, because that's what that is. So I stopped that stuff months ago. Like, almost 6 months ago, I stopped using the 5S Adderall, but this is what it is. I mean, these guidance process will wake up. You get people that taste it, whatever it is, with all this water, sometimes they go nuts. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
They spend more money than they got. Next thing you know, the good woman they had turns into they got a girlfriend. You can't have a girlfriend and a good woman at the same time. It ain't gonna happen either. You know what I mean? It's like you throw some big fat check in front of somebody and they take it, and all of a sudden, like, it's like I got a son here, I got a wife. You know how hard it is to get your son to work for you? It's hard to get your son, so you don't. You make it easier for him to want to be here. Then you gotta make it worth his while. Why? You're not gonna work for your old man if it ain't worth your while. I get more involved in the community stuff. I don't wanna do stuff. I don't wanna just write a check for $50 or whatever. I'm just gonna use that as a reference. It's crazy. I don't want to write a check for just $50. I want to be involved in fundraising. Especially with mental health and stuff. Turns out that Jelly said he's giving all the record sales from the tour to mental health. To mental health place.
Yeah, I talked to
Half this world has it.
Yeah, I talked to a counselor for 2 straight years. When I was going through mine, so they helped me get back right mentally. Plus, also I wrote a book. I got a book. I'm a best-selling author. It's called From Stuck to Limitless. It's me and 7 women in the book. We all wrote about the lowest points in our life and how we overcame it. It's pushing towards mental health. It stayed #1 on Amazon for 3 months last year.
Maybe after the weekend, you should join me and Missy for dinner somewhere. Sit down and talk.
Yeah, I'm free tomorrow and Monday. I'm off days. I run the security at Derby City, the downtown. Manager all the security at the casino downtown.
Okay, I didn't know that. And she goes to the one on
He
always ate there at Oliver's. Come on.
Yeah, I know they just did a soft opening yesterday. They got our second bourbon because they just opened it. They just got done building.
It's rare. You don't ever see it served up. Maybe change it. They change it up.
Oh, good.
You like it. So maybe just reach out to me Monday. We'll go out to eat or something. Talk some more.
Okay.
And, I want them to hear about what you got going on. And you'll probably end up making a piece of jewelry to on board. Because you're on your way, right?
Yeah. I'll show you.
We're there.
I'll show you my Instagram when we start recording. I got all my jewelry on my Instagram. I'll show you the pieces like that. Everyone be sure to tap in with Lil John's Jewelry over here on South 4th Street. He works with all budgets. You don't have to be a rich guy to shop in his store. If you want something nice, you can come in here. He's gonna take care of you. Whether if you want to pay for it in cash, pay for it in credit, or use a payment plan, he'll work with you. So, and I'll also be on the lookout for his reality TV series show that's coming soon here, probably about the middle of 2025, summer, spring 2025. Just be on the lookout for that, and be on the lookout for him to be more involved in the community, just giving back and just helping everybody around in the city of Louisville, and just stop by, if you're in the close to the Churchill Downs area, and just be sure to we all got to support everything local, because people be quick to support people outside of arm's reach, but we got to support people that we see every day. Everybody started from nothing. So just I appreciate everybody that's been supporting the pod. Everybody go stream my new album. I just dropped two days ago. Everybody's liking the new album, so And this wraps up another episode, man. Shout out CGs.
Thank you for watching. Thank you.